Cathie Wood just released this about Cardano. Hello everyone, we hope you're all healthy and having a wonderful day today. We are your hosts, Richly. Welcome back to the channel. We're back with yet another amazing video. Cathie Wood's just released this about Cardano. Before we get started, subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, ADA price will be soaring before you can invest and you're too late. Stick around until the end of the video to know what did Cathie Wood release on Cardano. Cardano is hitting $10 per token soon. Augusta ADA King, a 19th century British countess famed for her work on a theoretical computation engine, is the inspiration for Cardano's ADA tokens. She is credited with being the first computer programmer. Charles Hoskinson, the co-founder of Ethereum, oversaw the creation of the coin. After Vitalik Buterin expressed his desire for Ethereum to remain a non-profit project, Hoskinson and Buterin parted ways. Hoskinson, on the other hand, wants to accept venture capital projects in order to develop Ethereum. Cardano was thus born, and the for-profit Cardano Foundation continues to develop it. Cardano is the first cryptocurrency to use a proof-of-stake network rather than a proof-of-work network. Miners in proof-of-work networks like Bitcoin are in charge of confirming transactions on the public blockchain ledger by solving hard mathematical problems using graphics processing units. However, as the difficulty of mining rises exponentially over time, miners will need to acquire more powerful GPUs, which will consume more electricity. In the early days, anyone with multi-core central processing units could mine Bitcoin for roughly $50 for each block, which is now worth about $2 million. To stay up with the mining difficulty now, you'd need a CPU that's 2.2 billion times more powerful. All of this has serious environmental consequences. A single Bitcoin transaction consumes the same amount of electricity as 1.2 million Visa transactions. Bitcoin's energy usage might surpass global power output by the end of the century. With Cardano's POS mechanism, this isn't intended to be an issue. Instead of miners, individuals who own the token, called stakeholders, validate transactions. Running a stake pool may reward large stakeholders 6.59% per year in interest. Those with lower investments can delegate their Cardano tokens to a stake pool and get a similar gross return before a 3.91% charge. However, out of a total of 45 billion Cardano tokens, 32.9 billion are now in circulation. As a result, the inflation-adjusted return is less than 2%. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest believes that cryptocurrency will soon be included in suggested portfolios for regular investors. What happened? In a recent interview with CNBC, Wood even said that cryptocurrencies, which are now volatile, may soon settle and act like bonds. We believe that when it becomes a more widely acknowledged new asset class, on CNBC's Closing Bell, Wood stated, "We do think it will behave, actually, I would say more like the fixed income markets, believe it or not. A typical investor portfolio, according to the ARK CEO, consists of a 60% stock allocation and a 40% bond allocation. This concept of a 60-40 balanced portfolio is a little problematic," she says, noting that bond prices are unusually high in comparison to the past. The bond market has been in a 40-year bull run. We don't rule out the possibility that this new asset class will be included in those percentages. Perhaps 60% in stock, 20% in bonds, and 20% in crypto, Wood added. Why it matters. Because of their perceived risk, retail investors have been wary of committing a portion of their portfolio to cryptocurrencies. However, several major individual investors have begun to make significant investments in cryptocurrencies, like billionaire investor Kevin O'Leary, who recently announced a 3% Bitcoin portfolio allocation. JP Morgan Chase & Company analysts recently advised their customers to allocate 1% of their portfolio to cryptocurrency. Wood's proposed 20% crypto allocation, on the other hand, is much higher than what most fund managers and investment banks have previously advocated. Cathie Wood, the founder, CEO, and CIO of ARK Invest Management, has joined Amun, the parent firm of 21 Shares, a cryptocurrency exchange-traded product issuer. Last Monday, Amun shareholders attended an extraordinary general meeting during which Wood was appointed to the board of directors. Wood and Anthony Pompliano, the former co-founder of Morgan Creek Digital, as well as Collaborative Ventures and Quiet Ventures, are all supporting the crypto ATP issuer in a fundraising round that is scheduled to conclude this week. We are witnessing extraordinary investor demand for exchange-traded crypto assets that can be purchased and sold as simply as a stock, said Hani Rashwan, co-founder and CEO of 21 Shares. This year, we plan to extend our ETP product portfolio internationally based on market potential. Our investors' faith in 21 Shares, as well as the caliber of our board of directors, will help us achieve our goal. By leading with research and a deep grasp of this growing asset class, 21 Shares is paving a new route for crypto ETPs, Wood continued. I am delighted to lend my support to its efforts. Wood has been a long-time supporter of cryptocurrencies and recently invested $580 million in the IPO of Coinbase, the biggest cryptocurrency exchange in the United States. Furthermore, the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust BTC is in the second-largest position behind Tesla in the firm's next-generation ETF, with a 5.78% weighing. In recent months, 21 Shares has been active in the market, launching the world's first Cardano ADA and spectacular XLM ETPs on April 23rd and the first Polkadot ETP on February 2nd. The crypto issuer presently has approximately $2 billion in assets under management, spread over 14 exchange-traded funds. The Cardano Alonzo upgrade is gaining traction as the ADA price hits its all-time high of $2.46. Cardano's price is nearing exhaustion as it sits just over the top boundary of the supply zone at $2.16. The upgrade to Alonzo and the addition of NFT to the Cardano blockchain may act as triggers for future increases. To have a shot at a new all-time high over $2.46, the ADA price must stay above $2.15. The price of Cardano has more than quadrupled in value in the last 3 weeks. This growth has managed to defy all sell indications and climb rapidly to its present level. ADA is just a few percentage points away from retesting and maybe hitting a new all-time high. Cardano's head of delivery, Nigel Hemsley, recently announced on August 13th that the Alonzo mainnet hard fork will be available on September 12th. The Cardano blockchain will now have smart contract capabilities thanks to this update. ADA was dubbed the Ethereum killer, however it lacked smart contract capabilities, which was a big flaw. During a recent episode of Cardano 360, Hemsley stated, "Once we hard fork the testnet, it provides us this period of stability where we can test it and so can exchanges. We'll propose a mainnet hard fork and patch you with our Plutus application backend so that we can have a complete smart contract release ready for the Alonzo hard fork on Monday, September 12th. This is welcome news for users who have been waiting for the introduction of Cardano's smart contract functionality with bated breath for quite some time. With the addition of smart contracts and multi-asset functionality, ADA is on the verge of extending its already sizable user base. Investors can anticipate developers to rush to or avoid this new capability depending on how the mainnet hard fork proceeds. In a related vein, SXSW-EDU is hosting an educational conference to investigate the prospects of non-fungible tokens on the Cardano and other blockchains, as well as educate people about them. Cardano price has a chance to retest the all-time high. Cardano's price has risen by 121% between July 20th and August 15th and is now hanging just over the top boundary of a supply zone at $2.16. ADA surged 23% on or around the time of the Alonzo announcement as a result of this huge and exponential development. The so-called Ethereum killer was driven to slash through a supply zone spanning $1.83 to $2.16 as a result of this thrust. If ADA can rebound back from $2.16 and stay above it, it will have completed a successful transition into a demand zone. More gains and, in some circumstances, a retest of the all-time high of $2.46 are expected as a result of this move. However, ADA may be unable to maintain this upward trend and may have a slight reversal. On the 12-hour chart, the momentum reversal indicator has displayed warning signs in the shape of a yellow down arrow. If ADA continues to rally, this index will flash a sell signal in the form of a red 1 candlestick that forecasts a 1 to 4 candlestick correction. As a result, investors should keep an eye on ADA for a move in either way. ADA will hold above $2.16 and make a run at the all-time high of $2.46 if buying pressure overcomes negative momentum. If the bid orders keep coming in, Cardano may hit a new all-time high of $2.87, which also happens to be the 127.2% Fibonacci retracement level. Failure to hold above 216, on the other hand, may result in an 8% retracement to $1.97 and in some circumstances $1.82. A breach of the $1.82 support level, on the other hand, would undermine the bullish argument and perhaps indicate a trend reversal. All things indicate this is the year for ADA, as it can reach new heights by the end of this year. Many experts say it's going to be $5, while some say it's going to be much higher, somewhere around 10 to 15. Let us know if you agree with Cathie Wood on Cardano. Do you think Cardano will reach $5 by the end of 2021?